Okay, we're back. All right. So, through the back door, uh, the city watch comes into place. There are like 13 of them that come in, and this one front and center. He looks around and he's like, I heard there was a disturbance here. Uh, and what I've heard from some of the onlookers is, I guess must be looking at it. Looks over at Gore. You were trying to climb the fence, and you guys broke into here, and I heard somebody was saying charge, and
Yep, we needed to save Neverember.
he looks over and he goes okay. Well, that's great. That's perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
What happened here?
No idea. They were dead when we showed up.
Looks like the Zent,
Clash of Guilds.
the Zent and Xanathar are at it again. Well, let them kill themselves. That's what I say. All right. Well, we'll take these two in custody.
Can we keep one of them?
Keep one of them?
Yeah.
No, you can't keep one of them.
Why not? We need to find out where their hold is.
You can ask their if you want. You can ask them questions, but then I'm taking them in.
I come back downstairs.
Yeah. This is when you're coming down.
Go. I don't find anything.
I smack one of them awake.
All right.
Hey.
Hey.
Where are you guys bringing the prisoner?
In a deep voice, Xanathar sends its regards.
What? The little bird says that?
Yes.
They're mimics.
Where are you guys going with them?
The same one, because the other one's gagged. Tie up the pretty boy in the back room.
Bill, I'm gonna slam the ground with my maul right next to its head.
Follow the yellow signs in the sewers.
What?
Alright.
Follow the yellow signs in the sewers.
How many yellow signs tell the captors?
No time to loot the place. Just get him to the boss.
How many signs to the boss?
Xanathar sends his regards.
So would I know these are like Kenku?
Only one forever?
Yeah, you guys know that they're Kenku.
Why were you guys here? Who left
Tie up the pretty boy
Who
in
left
the
you?
back room.
Why did they leave you behind?
No time to loot the place. Just get him to the boss. Follow the yellow signs in the sewers.
Alright, I shut him up.
Alright, I think we're done interrogating them. That's great, thank you. That was very efficient, I like it.
Thank you, Gore.
Gore, eat him too?
No.
You can eat one of the dead ones.
He goes, my name is Hystrus Stegat. I'm the captain of the city watch here. So
Can you say that again?
Yeah. Hystrus Stegat.
I trust. There you go.
And he's human. Older guy, probably in his probably like late 50s, maybe early 60s. Pretty much bald. Has a little white hair on the sides, but pretty much bald. Stands probably about 6'2". Looks like, probably in his heyday, probably was a great warrior, and now, city guard, city captain. It says, if you are, I'm in charge here of the dock ward. And if you are going to pursue and and head down into the sewers. Why don't I give one of my men to you guys? He's quiet and won't say much, but he'll make sure that you guys aren't breaking the law, and you'll have somebody in the city watch kind of with you.
No, I think we're good.
No, I insist. And he calls
him.
up.
That sounds great. We'll take him. Wonderful.
He calls up. What's your character's name? Okay, what do they call you?
Tyson.
Huh?
Tyson.
Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Tyson, come up here. He won't say much. Go ahead and describe yourself, Tyson.
Tyson is wearing chainmail. He's got a big shield, and at his side is a big, huge war hammer and crossbow, light crossbow with him. And he's about 7.5 to 8 feet tall, and kind of hairy and big fangy teeth and really pointed ears. He's a hobgoblin. Looks pretty bulky.
Hobgoblin or
not
Bugbear?
hobgoblin? I'm sorry, bugbear. I'm sorry, bugbear.
Sorry.
He's a bugbear. No, bugbear. Sorry,
Right. No,
hobgoblin, bugbear. They're all the same. Anyways, no, he's a bugbear. He's kind of, like I said, he's kind of hairy.
This guy's supposed to help us make sure we don't break
His
the law.
helmet is not on exactly straight.
He'll make sure if you're breaking the law.
That he'll jump in and do it. Cool.
No, that he'll just tell you this is against the law of the city. But he'll also, in a sense, be with you guys so you guys can get around a little bit easier. Looking
mean?
over, looking
Just
at
gotta follow the red
who looks at Gore. You know, having a city watch with you would probably explain a little bit more. Having the Minotaur with you.
We'll be happy to have him. That sounds great.
He's harmless. He hurts stuffed animals. That's it.
Oh, he's the one that broke his shop.
Yeah, so if you could forgive that for this incident, yes, that'd be
Listen, he did say you guys paid for the damages.
And Tyson will listen. Thumbwiddle tries to take the Hydra to the side. Tyson will listen to us if we ask him to do things.
I mean, as long as it's nothing, like putting him.
Legal.
Yeah, illegal. Nothing illegal, and nothing. He's smart enough to understand right from wrong, and he knows our laws, and he'll be quiet.
He speaks the common tongue.
Yeah, but you might not want him to speak as much. So
Okay.
just
point, and then we have to reward him with food, or how does it work?
no, he gets paid from us, So,
Okay. Okay.
Just the biggest thing is just try to keep whatever blood off my streets. Whatever you do underground in the sewers, have at it, but try to keep the blood off the streets.
So if we got in touch with the blood holder, should we just run?
Yes.
If you if you run into Xanathar, yes, I would recommend running. Yes. But if he runs into you, there's probably a reason for it, and then one of you or more of you are probably dead.
Well, do you have
Welcome to our group, Tyson. You want half of this? I hold you half a Kenku. No? Okay.
Don't mind
Who's
Don't mind your
who's
friend.
taller? Who's taller, Gore or Tyson?
About 7 feet.
Yeah, you're what, 7 feet also, or
Between 7.5 and 8.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, he's taller, big boy.
Wow.
Got the short
Very
ends
impressive.
and the big ends.
He's a bruiser.
Okay, I guess let's go.
Yeah, so
Probably I can't cast any more spells today, just so you know.
so just so you know what he he's wearing. He has this helm that's kind of like a tin helmet, a metal helmet. He has. Do you have a shield? Do you have a shield? Yep. So it's a round shield. Center in the middle is just plain circle with little circles around. His tabard is the right side is green, the middle side inside is white, and then the left side is tan. So 3-colored tabard.
That's the ugliest tabard.
Yes, they are ugly. Yep, absolutely, they are ugly. I'll show you guys a picture of what they are.
Wait, whose tabard is this?
This is what, this is
Dock
the city. The city watch all wear this.
All the city watch, not just the dock ward.
This is all the city watch wear this. So show you a picture.
What?
So green and tan with white in the middle.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it's not pretty outfit, that's for sure.
When is it ever?
You definitely identify him in the sewers, so we won't have a problem. Can we disguise him?
Grass,
when we go in the sewers?
snow, and vomit.
If you wish to have him take off the tabard, that's up to you guys. Just when you're up on the streets, it's best to have him to wear it. That way, he can be identified. And it might not be a bad thing for him not to wear it in the sewers because then they're not thinking that the city watch is
Coming down.
coming down on
They
them.
might not target you, yes. Yeah, so it's a win-win situation.
I agree.
Well,
Okay.
my name is Alfansa. Nice to meet you. Bud.
What does Alfonso look like?
He is a dwarf with green eyes, black long 2-braided hair with a white beard. Has 2 stripes going down his forehead and 1 going across. And he's 4'3" and chainmail.
Any weapons?
With a warhammer and a shield that has an anvil on it.
Oh, cool. So very similar to me. I got chainmail and shield and the warhammer.
Mhm.
All right, cool.
My name is Soril. He
What's
has
your
white
name?
Soril.
Okay.
He has white hair, good looking,
Human?
human.
White hair. Are you old?
Nope.
It all sticks up too. That's why you got electrocuted.
Okay.
And
What you wearing?
he no armor, his robes, and you see his dagger outside.
3 swords. Charge. This is my word.
No, he has a dagger outside. He's got a sword next to him.
5'5". Hard to tell how much he weighs, but cloak, like a heavy leather cloak drawn significantly over his head. Blue face, blue horns, or black horns, black, a mixture of them.
Doesn't talk much.
Well, most people call me bitter.
Because he's bittersweet.
Clothing. You said is no armor.
He's got studded leather. This is black.
And weapons.
Scimitar, heavy crossbow that's in his hands. Other lumps. Probably a
Okay.
backpack on his back under the cloak, strangely.
Okay. How about Seth?
Ooh,
Better wicket.
at least it's Senna.
You walk forward.
Tumblewick, you want to know about Tumblewick? Just look at me. Here I am. I'm this little guy over here. 3 foot tall, rock gnome, white hair sticking out everywhere, little backpack, tiny ass dagger at his side, which he holds with a shaky hand. And he's riding on top of what looks like a giant mastiff dog right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, giant compared to him, not compared to you.
And who's the guy that's almost as big as I am?
Gore. Gore's a Minotaur, about almost 7 feet tall. He's got reddish brown hair. Almost no clothing. He's got a belt around his waist. It looks like someone's tucked a pillowcase into the front of it to cover his junk. He's got a leather strap across his back that holds a piece of wood, almost like a wooden block, that he's crudely shoved a couple of javelins through. And then he holds a huge maul that is just a big piece of rock that someone's put a pole through.
Cool.
Everything's very crude and low cost on him. And then he's got a shield on his back, but it's well used and looked like it's probably was taken from a dead body.
Cool. And last but not least, cat.
You see a giant cat sitting in the corner.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Like the kind of cat that we've seen in other campaigns?
Yep, Tabaxi.
Okay, Tabaxi.
Tabaxi.
Okay.
I am
You thought he meant
5'7",
cat.
black fur except for a stripe across the top of my head and the tips of my ear and the tip of my tail, which are silver.
What's your name?
My name is Luna, Morningstar.
Luna? Any weapons or armor?
I have studded leather armor. I have a small dagger strapped to my side. I have a hand crossbows, and I have short swords.
Okay.
Backed out.
Who else is there? Is that everybody?
Yep, I think that's everybody.
Okay.
All right. So he will go ahead and take the two Kenku, and him and the rest of his men will head on out. And so Captain Staggett heads out and leaves. What do you guys do?
I start smashing boxes.
I tried to
Move
stop
in
him.
here.
This is-
I
yeah.
tried to stop him.
Next box.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna walk up when you try to smash it. I'm gonna try to.
Well, he's going to smash one box, absolutely.
Yeah, well, and I'm gonna go to the. When he starts doing that, I'm gonna move over before he can get to the second one, and I'm gonna grab them all before it goes down.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Let's see if I can.
Him, to see if he can even
See if I
grab
can
it.
even grab it.
Yes.
22.
All right, yeah. So he does grab it as you're trying to just smash down on another crate, and then the captain also looks back in the room. What's going on? I thought you guys were heading to sewers.
And I just wag my finger. I look at him and I go.
What wrong?
You don't need to smash everything up in here.
It's not your property. This has got a dungeon.
They all dead.
I don't think it's anybody's house, to be honest.
Well, it
Belongs to
belongs to
Zentara,
The city.
somebody here.
Belongs to the city.
I
Some
think it
merchant.
belonged to this guy.
I'm sure
Takes one of
it's.
the dead bodies.
I'm sure it's under the Zentarum, the captain says. However, there could be some merchant that is being paid off for them to use this as a hideout. So you could be destroying his goods. I don't know, to be honest. But I mean, I don't care you guys search here, but you don't need to break every crate, don't you? Just gonna open up some crates and look and see what's in their stuff.
That's Gore's.
That's how Gore opened.
Oh, well. Can Gore not open that way? Maybe just open the crates. Use a
You
dagger.
say it not good. Gore not open.
All right, not good.
We
So
have
the Kenku that you're taking, those two Kenku, and the other two that are dead, what were they armed with?
So they
They were stabbing us with short swords or what?
Yes, they had short swords.
I'll take one of
You
them.
just knew they were stabbing you.
Yeah,
Their
there's
beaks.
Rainier picks up a rapier and a dagger off the floor.
I take up.
But yes, it's just a variety of daggers, some clubs, a couple short swords,
One entry.
yeah, some rapiers lying around. So a variety of weapons like that.
Can I take a short sword?
I'll bundle up the weapons.
Okay.
He just he'll take one after another and collects them up. He'll wrap it up and he'll walk over to Gore. Can you carry this on your back?
Okay. All right, carry on back.
They'll be valuable later.
All right. I'll spend a couple minutes trying to figure out how to carry it on my back.
So I think he's made like a big, a loop or whatever.
Yeah, I've just bound it, and then if I have to take something off of one of these dead bodies, like a backpack or whatever.
If it's a bag, I'll just pin it to
There's no. You guys could probably search around and find a bag and rope to here and tie that off and put it in a part sack or a couple sacks, lining together, putting the weapons in, and basically making kind of a little carry-on sack with rapiers and daggers, a couple short swords sticking out.
That works.
Okay. All right. What do you guys do?
These will go great in our shop. Double wicket.
I'm gonna take a box as we're leaving.
All right.
As I'm leaving, I'm shaking it, trying to hear what's inside.
All right.
I said
Oh,
put it down.
understand.
Can I attempt to grab the box and take it
No,
out of
he's
his
got
hands?
he's got the box. You're gonna try to grab it.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I wanna try
I
to
want
grab it
this
from
time
him.
both opposed strength checks.
Yeah, I want to try to take it away from him.
You're probably gonna win. I got a 10.
Nope, I didn't win. I got an 8.
All right. So yeah, he tries. You guys kind of go back and forth, just not even moving back and forth, and you end up winning, keeping the box.
I say
And he
put it
just
down.
stands in front of you, points back where the box
Does it
was.
sound interesting, Bill?
No, you just hear it's kind of heavy, and yeah, you're moving it around a little bit. No, there's nothing really.
Okay, I'll throw it over my back into the street.
All right, just drop it and breaks open, and there's some bags of flour in the crate, so they poof open a little bit, and your feet are covered with white flour right now. Your hooves, and your fur got some white powder on them.
He also has those.
All right, what do you guys do?
Tyson, you want that?
Go to the sewers. How do we get to the sewers?
Do I know where they are?
Yeah, I mean there's sewer grates all over the place. So.
Okay, I'll walk out of the middle of the street to the nearest sewer grate, grab it, and pick it and go point down there.
Alright, who can't see in the dark?
Me.
Yeah, because you look down there, it's dark,
Yeah.
and it is night. So.
Alright, you're gonna hang on to Big Bugbear. You're gonna
I
hold
start
on.
taking off my tabard
Okay.
as I was told to do, and I
Sure.
wrap it up and I put it back in my pack.
All right, no problem.
When we're down there, hold on to Big Bugbear until we get to combat.
I light a torch.
No sneaking in and charging.
I light a torch.
What?
I light a torch.
No, they're gonna see us
No.
coming. We have rogues and rangers for us.
Fine.
Soril
listen.
just stand between Gore and Tyson.
Rainier goes, I need to see too.
You go back home.
Are you sure? I would love
No,
to help.
Go back home.
No.
I mean, it's nice for
What can you do?
I
besides
can
use a dagger?
fight. He has a dagger and a rapier.
Soril and
If you'd like
Red
to test my skills, we could duel right here a little bit, or go down in the sewer. If I have light, I need to see. But I can fight. I can fight. I have been trained in the art of the
Does
blade.
he have any armor? Is he wearing any armor?
No, he is not wearing any armor.
Can we get some armor from inside?
I prefer not wearing armor. So.
Zero?
You're gonna need armor.
Are you like him? I point to Gore. Can you fight like him?
What do you mean, fight like
Like crazy?
No, I don't fight crazy. I'm very skilled with the blades.
Alright, you don't want armor. Cool, sounds good. You're on death wish. Let's go.
I know how to defend myself very well
You hang on to
without armor.
You hang on to this guy.
Hmm?
You hang on to the wizard.
All right.
Well, he hangs on to Gore.
How about he hangs on
And then
Gore,
when we
No,
get
no,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not. I'm gonna
Yeah.
hang on to Lockjaw if you don't mind. I'm gonna hang on to Lockjaw.
How's Lockjaw gonna get into the sewer?
Same way you are, Walk.
So there's actually a ladder that goes down in the sewer grate here, but you could lower him down,
Have we
tie
rested
rope and lower him down.
since
You have not rested.
the tavern?
No, you guys have not rested.
I think we should rest before we go down.
Yeah, we
because
rest. No, that was the other room.
how long ago was he taken away from you?
I probably probably last night. If you guys would like, if you want to rest, we could go to a tavern here, and I'm sure that they would put us up for free. I'm well known, and people owe me favors. And
Yeah,
such.
let's rest. That's a great idea. Let's do that.
All right. So he takes you because you guys are still in the dock ward, but he says, "I'll take you to a decent tavern here. There's not many here in this area, but I'll take you to one where we can actually have a lock on the room and be safe for the night." And so he takes you to a place that's called the Boiling Potato. And yes.
And just in case anything happens, I throw up mage armor. As my first.
I'm assuming you have mage armor.
Bro, the only one that's gonna start something is you, man.
I'm just doing this.
I don't like that you threw it up because you said in case something happens. What are you planning on saying?
All right.
Soril will not walk through doors first anymore.
So he will.
That's a good idea.
He will bring you to this place called the Boiling Potato. You guys are a room with a lock, so you guys can all stay in one big common room. And he also has drink and food provided for all of you. He says, "The least I can do for you, saving me, and hopefully we save Flume as well."
Yep.
So.
Gore's gonna eat way more than what is welcome.
And so so as you guys eat and such and talk, you do get a sense that he'll tell you a little bit that his father used to be the open lord here of the city. So basically, if people have issues or whatever, merchants usually or guilds, they would go to the open lord. There's also hidden lord, basically mass lords. And he says he believes Xanathar is one of those mass lords. And there's probably somebody in the Zentarum that's a mass lord too. But those lords usually don't cast judgment. They get together for big issues. And they're all mass except for the open lord. And usually the open lord and possibly one or two other mass lords, usually if there's anything to... if there's judgment coming down or anything like that, they're the ones that kind of pass judgment on the people.
Table with a big mask on it.
And so that's what he'll tell you. He says his father's left though quite a few years back, and it's believed that he stole a ton of dragons from the city, basically embezzled. And now there's such that believe that he didn't actually take the dragons with him, that he left them somewhere in the city, hidden. And now the Zentarum and Xanathar's guild, as well as others, are looking for this amount of treasure. And you get definitely the thing that there's definitely no love lost between him and his father. When he seems very noble, and when he talks about his dad, it's almost like his dad's a crook, criminal, and he tries to do right by his his last name, not necessarily his father at all. So, but he has a house here, and he doesn't spend much time there because he believes his dad still has spies within the staff. So he's usually out and about the taverns and and usually sleeps at friends' houses or taverns or inns, preferably not going home. And that's why he's like, I want to take you. But he tells you he does have a house in the Sea Ward, and if there's any time you guys need help in the future, just you can seek him out. So if you guys want, you guys can take. I'm assuming you're just gonna sleep through the night, then take a long rest.
Yep.
All
That'd
right.
be great.
All right. So everybody will be healed.
Yep, I get my spell back.
Get your spells and any powers and such all back. Your one spell.
And I have 2 spells total, but I get the one I just spent back.
All right. All right. Okay. So you guys wake in the morning. What do you do?
I jump in the sewer.
Everyone's still there, no problems.
Yep. No problems.
So we're in the water dock still, right?
Yeah, you're still in the dock ward. It's called.
Let's go down.
How heavy is the master?
He's probably a good 80 pounds, probably maybe more than that, maybe 100 pounds.
I'll carry him down to the sewer for you, Tumble.
Okay, thank you. Are you sure there's no sewer entrance we can just walk into?
No, that's not night dogs.
Yes, there is. You
Oh, there is?
you would know that. Yeah.
Turns around and starts walking towards it.
Okay. All the Bugbear.
All right. So yeah. So if he can bring you guys actually down to the docks, and there he knows where an entrance is. You guys can actually walk into the sewer.
As soon as he does, he takes off his tabard again.
All right.
He would have put it on anyway.
Perfect. And so you have a little light as the morning here, but not much as you just basically can go in. The sewer's about 10 feet wide and round in that sense. It's a putrid just smell as you guys can go in, as you can imagine in the sewer of these types.
Little logs floating by our feet.
Yep, absolutely.
Crocodile.
And
turds.
why don't so you guys start heading in there, start
We let Bitter go in front.
looking around it, and why don't you guys give me a marching order?
Bitter follow the white yellow signs.
Okay, the wizard's in the back.
No. We've got
I suppose I should find a figurine.
Yeah,
you're in the back with.
with this guy. We're both
For now, I
in
can
the
give you a bugbear here.
I was gonna say, do you got a bugbear that's got a hammer on it?
Well, it's an axe right now.
Okay.
I have other bugbears, so I can give you that one for right now since I have it by me.
Okay.
Project again.
That'll work.
Or I'm
Thank
gonna put you in the back. Project again.
For another
For now, put that one.
another bugbear character.
Because I can be. You
Right.
have a problem with that?
Yeah, you're really fond of this.
I'll see if Luna will be up with closer to me since she seems like she's quiet enough.
Yep, sure. Oh yeah, and you
I have
guys
my
need
short
somebody
sword
for Rainier, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so not prisoner, so he's pretty well for him there.
Yeah, you gotta put little gems with continual flame on them in the eye sockets.
Right.
And you can have a proper lantern.
That would be cool.
He's not exactly quiet. But quiet is when he doesn't talk.
He's quiet.
Clank, clank, clank.
Well, that's just because of the. Actually, For his armor,
Yeah.
he's actually kind of quiet.
Sure. That's what he is at disadvantage. Every time.
I thought you're already at disadvantage. Just work like.
Can't wear plate.
Yeah, that was.
He's not wearing plate, is he?
We can't wear plate.
No, but he's got a chainmail on him, so he's making some noise.
Whatever.
Alright, I'll use that for Rainier for right now.
He's still at disadvantage for stealth.
You'd probably be out there in front of me.
No.
Well, he's got to be in the back because you can't see.
He's right there with the Minotaur.
Okay. He's got to have his hand on.
Yep.
Alright. And Rainier goes, so if we do get into any sort of
Flame
combat,
has the fire for you, alright?
does somebody have like, you're a spellcaster, right?
I do not.
You can't cast light?
No, I do not normally go into dark places.
No. I understand. There's
I don't like the dark.
What about, is it Thumbwiddle? Tumblewicket?
Tumblewicket. Yeah, Tumblewicket.
Can you cast light?
No, I'm sorry, I don't know that one yet. I'm still learning it though.
Okay.
Create
Maybe-
fire.
Maybe we should get some torches.
I can create fire.
Well, then that's good enough. You can light your torch quickly when we need it.
Okay, so you can light the torch very quick?
Yeah, so I guess I'll have a torch out instead of my short sword.
Alright.
I have
Okay.
a torch out. Right.
Alright. Okay.
Now.
So, alright, this will be interesting. Alright. So you guys head on down. You get to and you guys been going through just different areas looking for such. Give me a perception check, Bidder.
A 10.
All right, no, that's good enough. You guys have probably gone in. You've probably been walking for about 15 minutes or so in the sewer, and looking for any sorts of clues, especially if there's been any turn-offs and such. And there's been a lot.
Yellow markings.
And you finally, you find some this tiny symbol drawn on the wall in yellow chalk. And it's basically about a palm-sized circle with 10 spokes kind of radiating out of it from its circumference. And so you'll see that.
Shit, what kind of pictogram that is.
Gore, also give me a perception check.
That must be a gift.
Oh god. He's gonna end up charging every single wall.
And so so you see this kind of on in the sense of the one hallway that's going to your off to your left, actually, heading further into the city. Gore, you want to roll perception?
Oh, sorry. I was on mute. I rolled Bill. It's a 20.
All right, so you spot this as well as you guys are coming around as Bitter's leading you. How far is he behind you, Gore?
Probably 30 feet.
Okay. All right. So when you pass this, you see this marking, this hatred marking that you see with the yellow chalk on the wall, with the circle and the 10 spokes coming from it. Just want to let you know.
Is this what was on that guy's head?
Yes.
I punched the wall.
All right.
Right where the brick's at.
All right. Yeah, so you hit the wall hard where it's at.
Just with my fist.
Yeah, got it. All right. No problem.
Then with the wall.
All right.
Then with the
Good
cannon.
restraint. Good restraint, Gore.
Bad people ahead.
I guess
Very
it was
bad.
good for you.
Good restraint. Good restraint, Gore.
All right. And so you go and Bitter, you have no problem. You're finding these signs and such. You find them at intersections, so you definitely have the path. You've gone for probably an hour
Okay.
traveling down here now. and you come to a three-way intersection where a ladder leads up into a stone shaft capped by a circular metal cover. And one of the familiar chalk symbols is marked on the wall that's nearby, and it's just so basically telling you to keep to your left. When all of a sudden, what's your passive perception?
14.
Okay. Yep. So all of a sudden, you see next to when you see the symbol, right next to it is this grapefruit-sized creature floating with a bulging central eye and 4 stumpy eye stalks, and it bares its teeth at you. I need you guys to all roll initiative.
Wait, what? No, sorry.
Can I roll my death saves in advance?
I'm pretty good off. Wait, so what? Let me see.
So you see this because you don't see nothing.
Exactly.
What do we see?
But for the rest of you that have dark vision, see this because the dark vision gives you this grayish, tiny head with teeth, 1 eye, and 4 stalks with eyes sticking out of it, and it's just coming roaring right at you guys.
You
Right
said it's the size of a grapefruit. It's only about this big.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
All right.
So, I thought you said it's slightly light out.
No.
No.
That was when you guys came in the very beginning. That was it. That light is now gone.
That was an hour ago.
Yes, that was an hour and 15 minutes ago.
I should have took the cantrip light.
All right.
That's
So
what I said.
anybody above a 20?
7.
Going once. Anybody? 20 above? No. All right. 16 to 20.
19.
So,
18. 18.
all right. So 19 for Tyson.
16 for me.
All right, and 18 for
Gore and
I'm waiting.
Tumblewick.
so Gore's an 18. Tumblewick gets an 18.
Yes.
I'm a 16.
I'm assuming Tumble is gonna let Gore go first.
Yes.
I'm a 16 too. I have
Okay.
the hide.
It only
dex.
has 4 stocks, guys. We're good.
I have an 18 dex.
Soril and Luna are both 16.
I have an 18 dex too, so I'm going.
And so Soril wants to go first. Is that okay with you, Luna?
So I can do more damage from farther away.
Are you sure? I'm a wizard.
I
Say
say
no or roll off.
If you guys want, you can roll off.
Okay, roll off. 15 on the die.
18 on the die.
So you go first. All right, love it. Way to go,
You should have
Cat.
saved that for
Good girl.
All right, what is Bitter? Bitter?
Bitter's a 9.
And what is Alfansa?
Alphon.
Alphonse? 12. All right, perfect. Got it.
Just call him Alf.
All right. So,
Look at Ralph.
all right. So Tyson, you are up first.
Huh?
Yep.
Well, he goes charging forward. Since I didn't have my shield out, I just had my hammer. He's got puts his hammer in both hands. And
So, but this is in the same tunnel sewer that we are in, right?
Yep.
And there's a turn.
Yeah, there's a turn. Basically, you're in a 3-way intersection right now, and where you were turning, following the little symbol, was this thing that was just like basically 20 feet from you,
Gotcha.
and comes just
So the
Right
direction
at
that
you.
we were going to turn,
Yes.
this thing is. So it's
Yep.
like here
yeah,
kind
Yep.
of thing.
Yep.
So, okay.
yeah.
so, how far away is it from me? Then that's the next question. Can I even get to it?
I would say you could probably get around the hall, the turn, and probably about because you said Dan, you were what about
30
20
feet from the Minotaur, so 25 feet from him.
yeah. So you can probably get in front of him and put up your blade or keep going and
Oh, I don't go in front of him. I'll stand behind him.
And it's a 10-foot. Basically it's in fact, let me just put this out here. Maybe it'll make it easier for you guys.
Something akin to that.
Yeah, so basically, there we go. So, yeah, so,
He's
yeah, he's like,
right.
yeah, he's like this, right there. So that helps maybe for you guys. And above you, Dan, is where this, the hole there's up above is, you know,
There's a
it's
spot
this
as well.
spot, well, yeah, that's where the metal lid is.
Okay.
So,
Knock it open.
So there's a way up and a way left.
yes, you can actually go up here.
Gotcha.
Open the
Okay,
cover.
so if I move up, and then
Open the cover.
can I put my shield on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then that's what I will do.
And open the cover
I'll
so
have
I
my
can
warhammer in one hand, I'll have my shield in the other, and I'll be right there.
Don't open
All
the
right.
cover so I
Did you
can
not have your shield on? When you were on?
Well, I had it with me, but I didn't have it on.
All right. So Rainier goes, "What's going on? Get a light out! Get a light out!" And you hear him just kind of pulls out a blade, just kind of standing and go. Gore, you are up.
All right. Am I within 60 feet of it?
Possibly you have to run her kind of around the corner.
Okay, yeah, I'll run at it. I think you guys said I was 30 feet from the guys at the front. So
Yep.
I'll,
Yeah.
So after moving 30 feet, you would be in a place where you could
Yeah.
see it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about another
Alright.
10 feet or so from there.
Right.
Okay, I'll use my my action to dash. So I'll do the second move.
Okay.
You put me up right in front of it.
All right.
There it is.
And then
Tiny little
I
thing.
will
Except
do
it's
my
tiny.
Goring
Yeah.
rush.
All right.
Take its
Do
eye
my
out.
Goring rush. So I'll hit him with my horns, though.
All right. Go ahead.
Jared's
17.
17 hits it.
Alright. 12 points.
All right. Perfect. So yeah, you just stab right into it, and yeah, this green pus or this gray, because it's gray for you guys right now, but this grayish pus just goes down on your horn, yeah, it yeah.
Round green time over here.
Still
with
alive,
rope
man.
It's still alive though. All right.
as ropes.
Tumblewicket, you are up.
Alright. To be clear, from the map, I don't actually see this, right?
No.
You don't see shit because you ain't got light yet.
I don't need light. I can see in the dark,
Oh.
dumbass.
Well,
But anyway,
It's around.
Do we know? Do we not? We've been told it's a floating ball, right? Of ice.
No. Nobody said anything.
Gore just yelled back.
Yeah, gorgeous yelled.
Round thing here with ropes coming out of it.
Okay, that's very helpful. Okay. So I will. Where am I? Can you point to me? Right at the back.
Yeah. There's a basketball hoop.
Yeah.
Wrong
Okay.
thing with her.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, guys, it sounds very dangerous. I'm gonna put a door between us and the bad guys. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
there.
So and growing up from the floor, a big steel door emerges with a dial on it. It looks like a safe, and I will tell everybody when you get to the door, just ask me for the combination, and I'll let you know.
That's great.
Isn't that the way we have to go down?
Tumblewicket, not this trick right now.
It's 30 feet in front of me.
So yeah, all right. So you got it.
And,
I got it.
All right, perfect. All right.
and Bilbo, you might know, but no one else does, that it's a minor illusion.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, it's great. I love it. So yours is safe.
So I know it's a.
Don't worry, everybody. We'll be safe now.
All right, Luna, you are up.
How far away am I from this thing?
From the safe, you mean?
From the safe door.
My spells were up there with bitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're on the other side of the safe door.
You're on the other side.
Right. You're with me.
Oh, you're on this. Okay, so Bitter's right there. Okay, so she's right there. Yeah, you're right behind Bitter, so you can just literally go around the corner.
I'm literally gonna peek around the corner, pull out my hand crossbow, and shoot at it.
Perfect.
All right.
17 on the die, so 17 plus 5 to hit,
You hit.
Damn.
and 1d6 pierce. 1d6. 6 plus 3 is 9 points.
Nice. So you shoot it. More of this pus just comes oozing out of it.
Boom.
Oh, mess it up. Soril, what? And do you go back behind the corner, or do you stay there?
In
All
case
right.
as it attacks, I'm going
Okay.
to pull my head back around the corner.
Is it an
Perfect.
action to ignite the torch?
Yes, it is.
Are you
Okay.
gonna use a spell to do that or something else?
Well, I don't have any bonus action fire spells.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
you-
gonna go first.
you're gonna go up
Is
to
this,
the
is this
door.
hallway
And
5 foot wide?
no, it's
or
10. It's 10.
What's the combination for the door? As I kind of
Right, just
try.
Well, one, you can't see the door.
Well, what's?
Are you gonna light a torch?
Yeah, I guess
you
I'll light the
can't- Yeah,
torch.
you don't
Sure,
even
you
see
can't
the
even move
door.
full movement.
I do have to be clear. If it's 10 feet wide, the safe is only on the 5 foot left side of the wall there.
Okay.
It's not 10 feet.
Oh. So I light a torch.
All right. So you light a torch. All right.
I go.
You can still have the combination.
15. I go
Let me
around
ask
the
for
door.
it. I don't know if
Alright.
I will. Careful, careful. Be careful.
So I could
It's,
get
there,
it.
it's one move to get to the entrance.
Oh, it's only
You get up to about here in a move.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right.
Good luck, Warcaster.
What is this?
Dorgon protects
But
you.
you can't see it yet because it's still around the corner from you.
All right.
I'm a buggy.
All right. One of the eyes looks right at Gore and shoots out this ice. This ice just comes right at Gore's face. I need you to go ahead and make a dex saving throw here.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Am I proficient in dex? Let's see. 14.
Okay, 14's good. So you moved out half of your face, but the other half gets blasted. You take 16 points as half of your, or not 16, sorry, 6. My bad.
Save
6. My bad.
Like, damn.
6
Kill
points.
the first level characters right away.
Oh, I will. Don't get me wrong. I'll kill a first level character in a heartbeat. But no, it's 6 points of damage as part of your horn and part of your one side of your face, your body gets a little iced on
He's
it.
already missing part of his ear.
Yeah, someone ate
Oh!
it.
All right.
Just ate- yeah, Gore ate it.
And then yeah. So
Because I
and then
don't
the
know
other
horrible.
Oh, God.
But who would do that? Who would hold a spell like that? I would hold a spell.
Only a
Only a
moron
moron
would do that. We
Uh,
established that.
What happened?
this other the eye looks over at the Bugbear looks over at Tyson. And this just all of a sudden I need you to you looking at the eye and it's like blinking at you. I need you to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh!
Wisdoms are the worst for you.
You're telling me?
Well, actually, wisdom's good for me. Sorry. That affects his
10.
All right. So right now you're like in a daze. You're like
Oh no, please don't fall. Please don't fall.
you're just in a daze, standing there, just kind of. All of a sudden, your eyes are blurry.
So you're like me.
Um,
Like when I'm watching.
All right. Yeah, and then that's done. Alfonso, you are up.
Alfonso.
You can see me back there.
You moved me up farther.
Oh,
That's why I was back
you-
5 feet.
You had it like this.
That
so it
was
wasn't-
weird.
So you
I
moved
think
back as you
Bugbear
put
started
in there,
to be
yeah.
in a daze, Tumblewicket. Did you do that to him with the same
Because he was
door?
behind it. He was around the corner, Bill.
What's that?
The Bugbear seems to be in a daze up there. Did you do that with your door? Is he lost
No,
in a trance?
I did not. I don't know what did that. Is it? How can you tell? How does he look any different than normal?
Because he's swaying more back and forth than usual.
Well, you didn't push me up until you got him in there.
I go up and look at him. Give me a minute. What are we fighting up there?
I don't know. No one said what the hell it is except for the
All
rope.
with ropes.
Ball with rope.
Ball with ropes.
That's what you hear. That's what Gore says. Ball with
Ice. Shoot ice out of ropes.
Can we get somebody else up there to look too? Alfonso, do you need the combination?
I'm done.
All right. Bitter.
Alright.
Bill, does this look like that stuffed animal I destroyed?
A very tiny version of it, yes. But it only has 4 eyes, not 10.
Look like little stuffed animal.
Alright, so he's going to.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good.
It's a mini Xanathar.
He's gonna.
Xanathar.
He's
It's
gonna
called a
It's
Xanathar.
a
not a
baby
Xanathar.
beholder.
All right.
blow it to pieces if possible.
All right.
See what happens. Alright, that's a 26.
Oh yeah, you hit it right in its eye, big eye.
And 9 points.
All right, and so yeah, it it just kind of just blows up. This ooze goes all over on Gore's face as his grapefruit thing just explodes now into his face a little bit. Yeah, and it just drops with your bolt onto the ground further back, of course.
I just keep the
Yeah,
torch
just-
lit.
All right.
I'm not gonna waste an
Pop
action
the
on my
freezing
turn. I'm
tentacle.
keeping the torch lit. I don't put
Oh,
it.
you're gonna cut the freezing one off.
Yeah.
All right.
Tuck it into my belt.
All right.
His horn?
Huh? No, he cut off.
He cut off the eye stalk.
one eye stalk.
The one that
froze
is
him.
Blow up.
So,
I leave the torch lit
all right.
because I'm not wasting another.
All right. So you have the torch lit. And yeah, and so also, so you guys see part of Gore is kind of cold. You know, there's ice on part of his body, and as it.
Here, does this help?
But
So-
it's really kind of melted, but he's all wet, you know, and
That's just gross.
yeah, got all this stuff on him.
Gore kind of hurt.
Critter walks by, like looks for the spot that's not covered in that, and is like, boom, boom. Good job. On his back, and goes over to take a look at the body.
All right, the grapefruit, yeah, because he's right there too, cutting off one of the
Right.
stalks. So yeah, all right, yeah. So, yeah, you look at it now with the light because he has the torch. So it's greenish colored. Four stalks sticking out. I'll show you a picture of it actually, so you guys can take a look at it.
So to see how different it is from Xanathar.
Okay.
Ugh. So it's like Xanathar's deformed cousin.
Yes, it's much smaller though than your normal big ass beholder.
It's too bad looking.
But yeah, so it's like the size of a grapefruit, or was until you know, it's got
Now
you know,
it's deflated.
deflated absolutely with your guys' gouges sticking out of it and such. But yeah,
Anyone hurt?
No, it looks more like a 90-year-old boot.
yeah, Gore says I'm not feeling good.
Gore face hurt.
Is it over?
Yeah.
Is it all over Gore?
Is it okay to come up?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna go check out the beholder then.
All right, yeah. So As I said, I just gave kind of the description. Hopefully.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead and put Gazer corpse.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this. Is that okay with everybody?
Do whatever you want, Tumblewicket.
And it only has 3 stalks, not 4.
Okay.
And in the center of the eye is also dismembered.
I do a healing word on
Okay, healing word. All right,
5.
for 5 points.
Sometimes these things can be valuable.
Yeah, they can be valuable for our shop too.
All right, so Gore, you're just minus 1 point then.
Alright. Sweet.
All right.
Better. Gore, no.
Thor gonna heal you.
Thank you, Alfalfa.
Thank you, Alfred.
Alpha NASA.
Bonanza.
Alfonso.
All right, so healing word. All
Now you can say he took out the puppet. The actual thing.
right. All right. All right. So what do you guys do?
Keep going.
Keep following the.
With the torch.
Put out your torch.
No.
Which way did it come from? Are we going the way it came from?
I'm not moving in there yet.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so they start moving on, and I'm still
So
standing there.
I'll point out that there's a passage going up. Is there? So was there a ladder? Going up?
Yeah. There's a ladder off to the wall here to the. I would say it's the east wall.
Okay.
So there's a ladder up. So you kind of have to reach over to
Mhm.
get to the place. But yes, there is a ladder going up.
I stand back.
Goes up 20 feet, and
And then there's a
yeah.
looks like a crank on the. on some sort of-
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah. So definitely.
something I've never seen
Yeah.
before. Curious where that leads to. Any thoughts as to where we are? I'm gonna look back at Rainier.
Yeah. Check. He's like, I don't know. We've been kind of going around and moving around. I have no idea where we're at right now.
All right, he's gonna. What's I gonna say? Luna, do you feel comfortable climbing this and listening up there?
Sure.
All right. Yeah. So you, if you climb up and go ahead and give me a perception check here.
13.
All right. So you don't hear anything. It seems quiet behind this metal door. It's not locked or anything, so you could literally just basically just crank it once and open it too if you wanted.
Report back to Bitter. I don't hear anything. Do you want me to open it?
Sure. Why not?
I open the door.
Okay.
Wait. Put out the torch first. Move it far away.
Okay, I'll back up then.
Okay, so you back down the hallway. Let's get out of the light. Okay. So you open it, and you definitely it's not a very big room. Probably maybe 10 feet by 10 feet. But you do see some stairs going up to another like a trap door in the floor. You see a couple of kegs, actually probably more like 5 or 6 large kegs, and then a couple of crates in here. I mean, you feel like, give me an intelligence check.
I got barely anything. Intelligence, 7.
7?
Total.
Okay, no, that's fine. So you feel like it's and opening up to, you kind of get a smell of beer, because in the sense of Tabaxi. You get a little bit of that. You think it might be a cellar to some sort of maybe tavern or something.
Okay. So there's better.
All right. Go on up. I'll come up
Okay.
next. So he'll go up. He'll climb up.
Okay. If you go listen to the trap door, go ahead and give me another perception check, Luna.
Joy. 18 on the die.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, from there you hear a lot of, and it's you can tell it's humans talking, laughing. Definitely sounds like probably a tavern. You hear, what can I get you next? So yeah, you definitely, your intuition is right. You are in the cellar of some tavern. And definitely there's people above in this, this cellar door. Probably puts you right in the tavern.
Looking at the barrels,
Mm-hmm.
do they have any specific labels?
Yeah. So you'll see one labeled amber ale, but the others don't. But they all look like probably beer kegs.
Sure.
The crate, basically it looks like in there some flour, and some other canned foods and stuff that is in there. So definitely just looks like pantry stuff that can be kept in the cellar. There's no meats or anything.
Okay.
And yeah, and then this, as I said, like.
But this
6
trap door,
kegs of beer.
it sounds like people are literally walking on top
Yes,
of the trap
yeah.
door.
So
back
you
and
hear
forth.
now. You guys are both in there looking. You definitely hear a person. Like a couple people probably walking. One's probably walking back and forth. You hear
Right,
back
so
and
behind the
forth.
bar.
Probably.
All right. So I say let's get down, and I'll go to Rainier. It sounds like it's behind the bar somewhere at a tavern.
Oh.
Any might have a back way to get down to the sewers like this.
I'm sure there's plenty of them.
It'd be nice to know where we are upstairs.
Well, I mean, I could go up there. I mean, I've probably visited this establishment at some point in time.
Maybe if you listened, you would note the voice.
Possibly.
Why don't you come up?
All right.
We'll be up there with you.
All right. So he's gonna take the torch. He's like, I'm gonna. And so yeah, so he'll go up and listen. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't make it out. I can't make out this bartender through the door here.
It's too risky to pop it open.
Definitely some tavern, that's for sure, he says.
All
right. So yeah, as you guys are leaving too, he goes to one of the kegs with a spout and pulls out this cup off the side. Might as well get one for the road, he says.
I take back the torch.
Takes a swig and it comes back down and hands you the torch. So, all right.
Left turn.
All right. So do you guys continue on down then?
I am.
All right. Perfect.
Bill,
What?
aren't I still standing there?
Standing where?
Wherever I got zapped.
Yeah, you'd definitely be right there.
But
yeah.
You're not still.
Oh no, the days thing.
Oh, I
that's
thought I
over.
was still dazed. I
No,
missed that.
no, that's gone. That's
Oh,
gone.
I'm thinking about like, hold up, they're all moving on and they're just gonna let the bugbears down.
No, you're fine. You basically right after the thing
All right.
falls down, you
Oh,
practically
okay.
It
shake.
isn't a
I didn't
permanent
know that.
curse.
Alright.
It isn't a
No,
permanent
my bad. I'm
curse.
sorry. I forgot to.
Oh, I don't know. Something in the last minutes.
Yes, absolutely
Or
could.
they're just brutal and permanent.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
yeah, that's possible too.
All right.
There is a thing called feeble mind.
Okay. So you guys are coming down the sewer here, And actually now, let's take you guys off the board there. Excuse me, buddy.
And set our order up again.
Magical door disappears. Oof.
I will be right behind, what's his name? Big Minotaur. Big meaty.
Gore.
You guys are coming from this direction.
Oh. Right. And now 18 of those little grapefruits show up.
All right, so
More like
and as you were coming down the sewer here, you're heading east in the sewer, and this is kind of like the first time where you see like this stone, round stone, and where the water's kind of flowing around. It seems to flow north and south here. But it's the first time you've actually come to a point where it just all of a sudden just ends.
What ends?
And like the sewer is not continuing on.
Oh, going past
Yeah, going past.
this way.
Yeah, that way.
So we've been following like one long sewer.
You've been going on, no, there's definitely
okay.
points where you go right or go left. You've had tons of intersections, but
Okay.
you've never had in a sense where all of a sudden
You were at the wall.
a point where it just, where there's this, all of a sudden this round stone, and where it's kind of just flowing in a circle here.
Oh, okay.
And you actually see off to the side here, you see this, it expands into this like a circular hub with a, what you see, actually give me a perception check.
14.
All right, so 14. Yep. So what you see here is you see a stone door that's set in the back wall on the stone ledge to the west there.
Okay.
So where that door, see the door over there?
Yep.
Right there.
There's a
So that's a
ledge.
stone door, and there's a little ledge off from the. You guys have been walking through about anywhere from 6 inches to a foot of this nasty water. Stinks the holy high
And
heaven.
if you have bare feet, little soft, moist things been squidging between your toes.
If I had toes.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's what you see, Bitter.
They're just
As you're approaching, that's what you see.
All right.
The light is back there. All right. So yeah, I will keep a look along the walls. You know, any kind of trap type of
Sure,
like a
so
wire
give me-
that's above the
Give me
water.
another perception check. You're kind of now taking your time to survey the area.
Oh. A 5 because I rolled a 1.
All right, so no. So as I said, yeah, all you see is that tink, woo. All of a sudden, Bitter just drops out underneath. Where'd Bitter go? But all you see is like the stone door of the ledge, and that's kind of what you get for right
Okay.
now.
And I will look. All right, so I'll move up with the idea that I'm just sort of.
Okay, and I'm assuming you guys are still trailing back,
Yep.
60 feet, so you want to move those guys, Billy, up, make sure you're staying, whatever. Yeah, she's like. Oh yeah, so
She's
Luna,
right with me.
yeah, why don't you go ahead and roll a perception check too?
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
17 on the die. So
Okay,
17.
perfect. So that is good. So you notice that
5 giant bull creatures step forward.
you notice in this this round little tunnel off to each side on opposite sides of this stone pillar that's in the center, you see arrow slits.
Oh no, that's bad.
Okay.
That's right.
So one to the north west and one to the southeast.
Do I see trigger plates?
No, you don't see trigger plates. All you see is one arrow slit out of each of these on each of the walls here.
Oh dear.
So on 4 different corners.
No, just 2 different corners.
Guys, there's arrow slits. Be cautious.
Wait. Are you way at the front? You coming back to us? Do we all hear this?
Yeah. So how low are you gonna say it? How are you saying this loud? Or are you just saying this to bitter or what?
I'm saying it to better. There's arrow slits. We gotta be careful. We go on the group.
And Dan, you can give me a perception at advantage now.
14.
All right. So she points them out to you. Now you see them both.
Alright. Well, looks like we found something interesting. Alright, so I will wave back a little bit and try to just back up.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, you guys can back up. That's no problem. All right.
Yep.
If she'll go with me.
Yeah, she goes
Yeah,
with.
I follow sleep.
She's got good eyes. 2 arrow slits on opposite sides of this round
Cylinder.
area, and there's a door across. My guess is that they may not have noticed the 2 of us, but they will probably notice our entire group.
Mm-hmm. Especially Torch Boy.
Well, the torch especially, yes. Exactly.
I nix the torch.
You do that, Torch Boy?
What?
Put the torch out, Rainier says.
Fine, I put the torch
All
on.
right.
But I have it ready still.
He says, well, do a different one because that one's going to be wet now.
Yeah. I guess I'll grab a new
I
one.
put the torch out in my bag.
I grab a new one.
Just be ready.
Now, right?
Um,
Lit all 5 of the other torches that are still
My
in my
rations
backpack.
are all gone.
All right. So what do you
That's what I
guys
think
do?
we should do.
All right.
I'm making a 5-foot illusion of a big set of crates. And I'm hiding behind it.
All right.
I'm ready.
So, Luna, are you any good at getting past doors that are locked?
I can try.
Do you have tools with you?
Reward
Yes, I have my
throw.
tools.
Alright.
Draw.
So I think the rest of you can get up to where
Jimmy was.
30 or
Gore have
40
lockpick.
Oh, we're already there.
You're after. If we can't pick it her way, then we pick it your way.
Or stay here and go through these boxes.
Leave those boxes alone. Leave those boxes alone.
Oh, do I see the boxes over there? Oh. Walks over and sits down on them.
All right. So you splash. You try to sit down on one. You just go through it. Hit the water.
What's his name in there?
No,
Huh?
he's
What's his
behind
name?
me.
He's hiding behind.
Oh. Well, maybe I splashed some of the water.
All right.
Yeah. So
I
you
Dog smell.
sit in 1 foot
Yeah.
deep of sewage.
Gets up
You're
and does like a
messing,
dog
you're
shaking
messing
shakes
up. You're
himself
messing
off.
the boxes up.
Alphonse,
Nothing good in them tricky boxes.
that little one on top of its dog.
Ah.
Good to go if we get it open. And And
Repeat
if
that?
they don't get it
Oh,
open,
yeah. Make
stay
sure. Hey,
back
they
there.
can't hear. Dan, they can't hear.
Oh.
No, they can't hear you.
I'm explaining.
I know
I'm
you
saying
guys
to
are
Alphonse. I think that Tumblewicket and the dog and Alphonse and the humans stay back. You know, at this point until to see if we can get this door to open, and can we sneak past without getting seen. If we do, then I'll have to signal them. But that once we open it, we want to move fast so they can't shoot at us easily. Does that make sense?
You want us to wait for you?
Yep. Just wait where you are, but wait ready to go.
Yep, we're gonna wait till they get ambushed and then we're gonna run away the other way.
Can we see how far away are they?
Oh, then right now they're right with you guys. But
No,
they
but I mean, when they go to the door, will they be more than 60 feet away? Or?
they'll be around the corner. Yeah.
Right. We'll be around a corner, but
Okay.
so if you hear a twang or a yell, that means you should come our direction.
Meow. That's what happens when you get hurt, right?
Meow.
Luna?
He said the twangs. He gonna have to listen for somebody to come out and talk to you like that.
All of a sudden, Tyson picked up a new accent.
What is that? I can barely talk.
That ain't Tyson.
Yeah, if you get hurt, say me. Ouch.
Yeah, ouch. Yeah. All right.
Okay,
So
we wait for you.
I'm gonna call. The two of us are gonna move up.
Okay, no problem.
How about you take the wizard with you too?
I'm
And,
actually pretty stealthy.
how high up are these arrow slits?
They're not that high. About probably 3 feet off, off the in the sense of ground wise of that ground over there.
Okay.
It's about 4 feet in that sense from where you're in the water is about a foot. Yeah, not too high up.
And
Basically, hit you guys like waist level.
right. And the water. You said the water is sort of.
It's kind of just transposing around, going that. It mainly, it
Okay.
seems to be pushing down that way,
Down
going
that
the
way.
south. Yep.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try to. I'm gonna try to feel on the ground, you know, as I'm moving slowly. I'm gonna try to slide this direction,
Okay.
but I'm gonna try to feel with my feet if there's any kind of.
You mean with your hooves?
Yes, with my hooves. If there's any kind of an edge or anything like that, like I'm hitting the edge of a stone piece or something.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Right.
it seems like what you guys have been walking
there's some
on.
sort of
Nothing,
pressure plate, or
no,
whatever. Like
nothing like
she
that
was talking
happens
about.
as you're moving.
Okay, and then I'll try to just, move quickly across the
Okay,
slit.
no problem. You don't have to roll.
All right, and I'll wait right there.
Okay.
And wave,
I follow.
Luna to follow.
I just follow.
Try to get my butt right to here.
Okay.
All I know is Tumblewicket. We're gonna look disgusting coming out of this stuff.
And
Oh
take a
no,
look
okay,
at this door.
watch this, and I'll clean
This is
you
a
up.
stout door.
All right, kid, are you following them too? Yep. The door here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's a stone door set into this black wall on like I said, this stone ledge here.
Okay.
I'm ready to light the torch.
And Kit, what were you saying?
You're calling me cat.
I know it's out of habit. Luna,
Your cat.
cat.
Kit Kat, Cat Kit.
I'm ready to light my torch.
It's just like, this is funny.
Polecat.
I pull out my thieves' tools, like, let's get this done.
All right, actually, just give me a perception check.
16 total.
Perfect. You look at it; it's not locked or trapped. You could literally just push this door open, and it opens to your left. Opens inward.
Bitter, it's not locked.
All right. Still whispering.
Yep.
Everything I've said is in a whisper. When you're
Yeah.
up the
Yep.
door.
I completely assume you guys are whispering. You're trying to both be quiet and.
What are you talking?
But
And
you guys have to
there's no
communicate
sound
to each
to
other.
the water that's moving. It's moving slow.
It moves really, really slow. So no, it's not flowing like in the sense. It flows, but it's so slow of a flow that it doesn't make any sound like a stream or anything like that.
Right.
No.
All right. I see. Do you want to head back to bring the others forward, or do you want me to do that?
I'll do it.
All right, so you head back. No problem. All right, you head back to the group. Okay.
The door's not locked. Let's one at a time go across.
Okay.
We're gonna need.
Okay, I'm gonna bring the boxes with me. Is that all right?
Okay, I light my torch back.
It's not advised, but
I go across, then I light my torch.
no torches.
So, wizard, stay back and be careful. Come here.
And we're going across one at a time.
Well, Rainier says, well, we can't go one across at a time because two of us can't see. Can we hold on to
Two at a
the?
time goes.
Okay. He's like, I'm gonna put my hand on the back of. He says, I'm gonna put my hand on the back of the Minotaur.
Here, take this.
Bugbear and
What
Minotaur
are you giving him?
provided the ones that can't see.
I give him the stock, the limp stock to the beholder. One end of it.
I thought it was. Hold on to this
He goes.
between my legs.
He goes. No, I'm good. I already ate today.
No,
I use
you hold one end, I hold other.
No, I'll just put my hand on your back if that's okay.
It's not acceptable.
I use prestidigitation to put the symbol of that we've been seeing with the circle with the stocks.
Okay.
I put it on my chest and on Lockjaw's the front of his collar on his chest,
Okay.
and then I'll put it on Luna's the front of her too.
Boy,
Okay. So yeah, so it looks like you guys have a little like symbol.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
In yellow, matching what we've been seeing.
Yeah, the yellow chalkish kind of coloring.
Yep,
Perfect.
exactly.
All right.
what's this for?
To protect you. You want someone else to have it?
No.
They probably won't. Renee says they probably won't shoot at you if you're wearing that. Well, who knows? But
Okay. Start heading across.
all right. All right. So let me do this. Why didn't I get stealth checks from Gore and Tyson? I think that's the only. What kind of armor is Alfansa wearing?
Chainmail. We're back here.
Oh, you're gonna stay back?
Yeah, we're not going into the.
Oh, we went up there. We went up there.
Gore and
You guys
Tyson
wanna-
might be, but they're not.
So Gore and
The gnome and the dwarf.
okay,
Stay
so
back.
Tyson.
Not at disadvantage, just normal.
No, he's at
No,
disadvantage.
I'm in chainmail.
I know. I
Right,
know
right.
what you're in.
Okay.
I'm just saying, give me a normal roll, not at disadvantage.
Okay.
When the dungeon master says don't disadvantage,
Right.
listen to the dungeon
No, of
master.
course you do.
Okay.
And it's
it's stealth, right?
Yes.
Good. That's under Dex. All right, so that's a 23.
Okay, perfect. And then Gore.
21.
Perfect.
No, 23.
All right, great. All right, so you guys perfectly quiet, moving across. All right, so the gang gets over there.
Right. And what do we see down? With the
Yeah, give me another perception check. You.
on the door?
Yeah.
12.
A 12.
Up there.
So the only thing that you notice as you're waiting for them to come back and such is further down, about 15 feet past the little ledge.
Mm-hmm.
You see a small tunnel that leads westward as well. Where the water seems to drain in a little bit, but it's small, in a sense, probably about 3 feet in a sense wide.
Sure. So it's
Yeah.
probably another tributary of some sort, but
But yeah, that's what you kind of, as you're waiting, you notice that.
That's a tumble tunnel.
yeah, no shit.
So
We wish it had no shit.
So did she come back up to try and unlock it?
There's no need to unlock it, because she said
There's no
it's
lock.
unlocked.
It's unlocked.
Oh,
All right, you ready to go,
well
Tumble?
then I open it up,
You ready to go, Tumblewicket?
Yep, I just keep the boxes right in front of me.
Bill.
Huh?
Then I open it.
All right.
And while he's opening, I'll go down and
Okay. Yeah,
take a look down.
Sure. No
Why
problem.
not?
All right. So.
Split the party.
You never split the party.
It's the party by 20 feet.
Yeah. 20
Yeah.
feet's gonna turn into 1,000.
Yeah, sure it is. Oh, look at that. He found a room. Can he get in there?
Yeah, you can.
I can probably too.
You think? You're just a scrawny little human.
I'm a 12 strength,
You're a scrawny little human.
18 con, 18 dex. Well, 19 con, 18 dex.
Okay,
19
so you're
intelligence.
limber. I got a 19 strength.
All right. So.
Go with
Couldn't hit me
your
though.
favorite half elf.
Well, this is something.
So what you see is this narrow passage that seems to open up into a room of such. Not that very big. However, you notice too. You're. How big are you? How much?
I'm 5'5"
Okay.
and 132 pounds.
Okay, so yeah, so you could go through. You kind of do still have to kind of go through sideways or whatever, but you definitely could go through there. Let's see. It is. Let me just see if it's lit here and not.
Is it lit?
Yeah, so it's actually so you see some candle lit in there. Give me a perception check.
Candle lit, that's scary. 6.
All right. So that's kind of all. That's all you get, but it definitely it kind of looks like what you see. Yeah, you're not gonna get anything more than that. It opens up into some sort of room, larger room.
Right.
For right now, that's what I'll give you. And so. You're opening the door. All right. Dan, if you could remove that one right there.
Yeah, look at him.
It's fine. You can lift the whole thing off. I don't care about that part. All right. So it opens up into a hallway that goes about 15 feet and to another stone door.
And then Xanathar pops
And I
out.
will point to Luna
All right.
and point at the other door.
So I'll put it out.
Okay, so you had the other door. Okay, give me another perception check, Luna.
I have
11? No,
First, okay,
12.
12. That's good enough for you. And then also give me a stealth check.
I'm right there with you.
You give me a stealth check now at disadvantage.
I guess I'll come up to then.
18 plus 5, so 18?
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Oh well.
18 stealth.
6.
I rolled a damn 2.
If he goes up there, I'm coming up behind
Is it
him.
everyone? I just got back.
Yeah, we're all
I
dead.
told you to stay.
We're all rolling?
We're all
No,
dead.
We're all rolling.
Everybody went in the hallway.
I'm not. No, don't move me.
No, they haven't moved you.
No, not you.
Justice, we're not.
Stealth
No.
11.
I told you to stay at the door.
No, 13.
It's okay, Kitty. It's okay.
What did I'm sorry, what did the Bugbear?
6.
Not the worst. I got 11.
Yeah, so you right away when you're going down to the other door, you see another arrow slit in this wall as you're approaching it, and sure enough, though, you hear the Bugbear kind of is chainmail kind of just he's not as quiet as he was in the water on the stone floor here, and you hear him easily kicked. But you come to another stone door, and it is it's not trapped or locked.
Okay. I tell the Bugbear and everyone to go back. There's an arrow slit right next to me.
It's okay, Kitty. We don't listen to
I point to the arrow slit.
I point at the door.
Dash.
If he loud, I think we not want him move.
As you get
Can I
older.
move along the bank and kind of move towards where Bitter is?
Yeah, you guys want to head towards Bitter.
Can I listen to see what's on the other side of the door before I go to open it?
No, just keep me on my side of the thing. I'm just going. I don't want to get too close. Yeah, over there.
Okay,
You might have to
perfect.
create another
So
log or something.
let's go
Behind or something.
first, Luna, go ahead and roll a perception check.
13.
All right. So yeah, you hear actually from not from behind. You listening to the door, and you don't hear anything behind the door. However, you hear from the arrow slit. Do you speak Goblin?
I speak Undercommon.
No. So this is Goblin, but you hear something very quiet in Goblin.
Any chance I'd hear it?
No. And but you hear a twing.
My light's just blazing.
As a bolt comes out, squeezing out the little arrow slit there, and I got what you and who else is behind you?
Oh, no.
I don't
The
know.
Bugbear.
The wizard.
Yeah.
What's your AC, wizard?
14.
All right. So the arrow, this little arrow comes. Let me just make sure it's bow here. Pretty sure, yeah. This little arrow goes. You see it. You saw. So Tyson, you see this arrow go right by you. However, it hits the wizard.
Why me?
Because you ain't got no armor on.
But like you're the big guy blocking the path, and it
You're
just
the easy shot.
no, like
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm full cover. I'm full cover.
So Soril, yeah. So as you're looking, and you have a torch lit now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, yeah, you're a beacon too.
as all of a sudden you just get hit right in the chest
Oh.
with an arrow for 5 points
Oh
of
my
damage.
gosh.
And you hear behind the arrow slit.
You're You're dead.
All right, and this is where we're gonna stop for the night.
How big is that? Oh, that arrow's is big enough to fit a night shard? Oh, they're dead.
This is
I'm
where
up.
we'll stop for the night.
Wow, you just gotta hit me and then, okay, we're done. Bye.
So
Yep, that's
For-
how it was.
Because I
our
won't be
viewers
here
that
next
are-
week.
huh?
I won't be here next week.
Oh, next week. That's right. You're gonna be in
LA.
California,
Oh.
LA. So, well, we'll just have to put you out in the hallway. We cover
With an arrow in your chest.
with an arrow in your chest.
Whimpering in the hallway.
So we will be back, as he said, except minus Soril, as he'll be in LA partying.
The only good person. in the group.
So he'll be out, but we, the rest of us, should be back next Wednesday to continue on with Dragon Heist. Thanks for the viewers that tuned in and watched. You can also check this out on YouTube. And we will be back next Wednesday.
So remember, it's supposed to be geek tab on the haters and yeah.
Have a good night.
Wow, what was that?
Yeah.
I
You
know
will be
every time.
single.